Hi there, sixth grade tenors. This is a recording of Miss Westfall taking you guys through what we call arpeggio and thirds on your B flat scale. Okay, so we've been playing your B flat scale for ages and ages in big group band, no big deal there. If you notice, the next two lines that we have written down we have this word arpeggio and then we have this word thirds. Okay, so we're going to start with the arpeggio. What is an arpeggio? Well, an arpeggio, guys, is what we call a broken chord. Now, you might be like, well, what's a chord? Well, we've done many chords before. A couple times in band, there would be times where I would say pick the first, third, or fifth note and play them at the same time. That's what a chord is, guys. Those three notes, the first, third, and fifth, when we play them at the same time in music, they sound really good together. Now, certain instruments can play that a lot. For example, pianos can do that. Guitars, okay? They can play more than one note at a time. Of course, our voices and our instruments can only do one note at a time. So we just take that 1, 3, and 5th note and we just play them consecutively, one after the other, instead of just playing all three at the same time. Basically, the moral of the story is if I play that measure all at the same time, it'll sound really good. If I play this measure at the same time, it'll sound really good. Okay, so that's what the arpeggio is. I'm going to do this 2 times. I'm going to play it slow once, and then I'll play it fast once. Okay, the only thing, please make sure you're thinking, of course, there are no flats here, so B is natural. Okay, here we go. Here's the arpeggio slow. 1 and ready. Here we go. I'll do that same thing one more time, a little faster. 1 and 2 and ready and go. Cool. And obviously, if you find it easy on the slow side and want to challenge yourself, do the faster stuff, guys. Right now, we can't practice as a big group. That is the one thing I guarantee none of you will be getting better at in this foreseeable future. Until we can actually have big group band, you can't practice that. But what you can practice is getting better at your own instrument. So that's what we're focusing on, okay? Now, the next chunk is what we call thirds, okay? Guys, thirds in music is really simple. You've been doing thirds for ages and ages and ages. Now, what is exactly a third? Well, it's just a space note to a space note right beside each other. So this third space to the fourth space, okay? And we call it a third because counting the C as 1, the D we skip as 2, and the E as 3. Same thing here. From D to F, if we count D, E, F, there's 3 notes. So basically, that's what that is, okay? It's the same thing coming down to, like if I go from this G to this E, G, F, E, there would be my third, okay? The most common way we move in music is in order. That's why we practice our scales all the time. Thirds is probably the second most common way, and that is because of this arpeggio thing. If you notice, the arpeggio starts off with thirds right off the bat, C to E, E to G, okay? So it's just a different way to practice your scale, just a kind of fun, different thing to do instead of just playing the B flat scale just up and down, okay? Provides a little variety. The only thing I want to remind you is you do have a high D right here. Now remember, your high D, you play with your thumb and with your lovely palm key. Remember your left hand? You've got 3 little palm keys that stick out to the side, and we call them palm keys, of course, because, well, your palm hits them. Okay, if you take your thumb and push your thumb key, your register key, and the closest palm key to the register key, that high D will pop out. It should sound like this, of course. Okay, the only other thing I want to remind you is, of course, there are no sharps or flats, so B is normal. Okay, first finger. I'm going to play this 2 times. I'm going to play it once slow, and then I'll play it one more time, a little faster. Okay? Here we go. So C, E, D, F. Ready? Here I go. And play. So that's kind of how that lovely one works, okay? Now I'm going to do that one more time just a little bit faster, okay? That way if you found that pretty easy, you can challenge yourself. Make it a little bit tougher by playing a little bit faster. All right, here I go. So I'll go by the speed. 1, then, ready, and here we go. So those are your thirds. By the way, before I sign off here, I just want to show you that really it seriously is the B flat scale. We just skip. So like you go the first note to the third note, and then the second to the fourth, and then the third to the fifth, and then you get the idea. So just take skip, come back, skip, come back, skip, come back is all that thirds does, okay? So there you go, guys. Happy practicing on those lovely thirds and arpeggios.